EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Chicago Bears. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On the ready.
3rd and 8.
Six. Back.
Back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start, because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
first and 10. It's Lawrence. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. You look at this Bears defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
At their own 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. The Bears at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
Come on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into this one ranked #5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Back to Mixon on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Ready, set. Rail, yellow. Hut, hut.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. And the Las Vegas first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Hauled in on the out route by Melton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here we go.
Lawrence. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Big 13 heavy.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Lawrence. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shot of confidence for everyone on the offense.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Moore, the man in motion. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Mixing up the middle. There he goes, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Okay, ready?
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Drill 3. Hut. Set.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Okay, right.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Set, huh?
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bears have taken the lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
Ready.
They'll try and power it home with Whitlock, the fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Blue Strikers. Black Ultra. Steel Black. Claws Red. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. This one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. Touchdown, Chicago!
Jamal Mooney, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Let's go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Hey, Lion. Hey, I'm going. Heavy.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10.
11. Go.
Lawrence going to throw again. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And it'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now Lawrence on first down. Got a man, that's Aiyuk. And some room to run now. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but it can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. This is caught. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
At the 22-yard line.
Ready? 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Come on, set.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Shot, 17. Blaster, 6. Smack, red. Ready, go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That's taken it around the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brandon Ayuk, 53 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get him. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Joe Mixon His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, Lion! Saints right!
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A great play there. 48 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 34, Bears 24. Ka'imi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. Down the sideline he goes. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Chicago. Joe Mixon. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Hey, run!
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. This pass complete to Melton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And to throw again is Lawrence. And to the right side here, it's Allen. It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
13, Luke!
Now Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Rip, 23! 13, Luke!
Again, it's Lawrence. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Bo Melton, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bears 31.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And down he goes. Brought down, a Raider sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll set up a throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On the double.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Drill screen. Set. Hut. Ready. Go. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Ready.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 230 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive team.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Second down and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Lawrence will throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Ultra. Steal, black.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Raiders have got him. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. They'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Logan Wilson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Hey, run!
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, Half your day.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did it.